Hi, this is Danny Pluterman with Home Vault, here to talk about net operating income. I know that's a riveting subject, but it's important. It's good to know what your net income is going to be with a rental property. So the first one I'll talk about is maintenance. It's interesting. Blackstone is it's a private equity hedge fund that manages tens of thousands or they own tens of thousands of properties across the country. And initially, they factored in a 6% budget for maintenance, and recently they increased that to 8%. So what that means, to use real numbers, is if the rental price is $1,000 a month, then you times 12 for the yearly. So your annual gross income is 12,000, and then 8% of that is $960 a year. So that's what Blackstone is budgeting for maintenance costs for their properties. Part of that, obviously, you might go a couple of years without any maintenance at all, but you would still want to have that budget in mind, especially at the time when it comes to turn the property. Hopefully, it'll just be cleaning, but it could be you got to do paint, carpet, and you want to have that in the budget and not be surprised. The other expenses not included is capital expenses. So those are the big ones would be a roof and an HVAC system. Um, Fortunately, the roof probably lasts 30, maybe 40 years. But if you budget for it, that'd be another 5%. Then you won't be surprised when that expense comes up. The other expense to keep in mind is vacancy costs. If the property is vacant 1 month out of the year, then that ends up being about 8% of the annual budget as well. To keep things simple, I'm just going to use 8% for the property management fees. I know there's a lot of ways to structure that, but you can see pretty quickly we're getting down to about 70% of the gross to be your net, what you're actually going to get after all the expenses be about 70%. After taxes and insurance, you may very well be closer to 60%. So a lot of investors know that, but there's a lot of investors that are surprised. Hopefully that still works out for you as far as positive cash flow. If not, the other reasons investors still hang in there, even if it's not positive cash flow, is hopefully rental prices will be increasing. Hopefully property values will be increasing. So you got the appreciation. You have the amortization when you pay down your mortgage, you pay down the principal. So things get better. But that's a great percentage to keep in mind when you're thinking about what it's like to be a landlord. Thanks.